Hey y'all, it's Sharky Shark from Crooked Lamppost, and after that previous video on becoming an entrepreneur, I wanted to follow up. I'm sorry I haven't had the time, this thing has come up. First thing I want to do is introduce myself, or reintroduce myself for those who don't know. I am the Senior Executive and Co-Founding Vice President of an intellectual property management service called Crooked Lamppost. We do copywriting, patenting, publishing, all of the above. The idea is that knowledge is power, and power over money any day. Now, what I represent essentially is critical thinking, free trade, minimal oversight by the government on personal finance. I personally believe all these wars that we're involved in, I say it ironically wearing an army surplus jacket, can be avoided. The same rockets that are shooting us, well, that are being used in ICBMs can shoot us to asteroids, and we can mine those. And guess what? Asteroids don't shoot down. But that's really what I wanted my life goal, to push a global society, Terran society, mankind, and the dissolution of natural resources. Now, those who are like-minded, like me, in terms of finance and politics, are essentially considered outlaws. The great man named Michael Tellinger with the Ubuntu movement in South Africa, I may have spoken on it before, a moneyless society. No one wants to have anything to do with him, but he's doing great things. I like to call the world of cryptocurrency the wild, wild web. Or so it used to be pre-August China incident, when Bitcoin dropped down to 2.7, 2.3, something like that, from 4.5-ish, I don't remember. And Bitcoin got a lot of exposure to that, and it bounced back very strong, as everyone who knows the industry knew it would. The thing with Bitcoin and most cryptocurrencies is in their genesis block, when they're created, it's already allotted how much of this currency is going to exist, which means it can't be artificially inflated or deflated. Now, the world of cryptocurrency, well, the first half of that word, crypto, secret, it is allowing for transactions to occur between individuals without government oversight. And that's what makes it somewhat of an anarchist, somewhat of an outlaw concept to a lot of people. Well, to the accusation of, crypto miners and crypto traders being outlaws, my only response is this. In an unjust system, it is the path of the righteous man to disobey and even to catalyze change, whether it be through peace or through protest. Now, we live in quite a crypto-friendly country, Canada. I'm speaking for Canada. The United States, I don't really know what's going on down there, but I believe they have more liberties in terms of cryptocurrency in most states than we do now. October 15th, the Canadian government made it next to impossible to, for example, buy prepaid visas using Bitcoin, that kind of thing. There's a handful of exchanges that'll give you Canadian dollars, for Bitcoin. And by handful, I mean there's only one I really know of that I trust. Now, with all that being said, we are seeing these regulations like October 15th, which destroyed my Satoshi Tango card. If you guys don't know what that is, Satoshi Tango and Zappo, they're the two biggest competitors in terms of Visa debit cards that you can back-end load with Bitcoin. Can't do that anymore in Canada, but there are some great websites out there that have gift cards for nearly everything if you don't want that crypto money to see Uncle Sam, to not get taxed. Anyways, with these regulations already coming into play, and some of them are important, some of them protect the consumer, some of them make sure things aren't moving too fast for society. But with all these regulations, with the rapid cycling of Bitcoin now flying at 7.3, maybe 7.5 K US dollars, it's nuts. So a lot of people, a lot of my friends who weren't really all that interested in crypto trading and crypto mining have been approaching me in the last couple of weeks, like, hey, Bitcoin's going up, like, I should probably buy in, right? And my advice is hell no. I actually sold off all my Bitcoin for Ether because there is a crash coming in terms of Bitcoin. For those of you in the know, SegWit 2X, that's coming up. This is an introductory video, so we won't get into that. What goes up must come down. Bitcoin went up way too quick, and it is messing up the entire cryptocurrency economy. Now, when Bitcoin falls, the first thing to go up is going to be Ethereum, followed by the other altcoins. And then Bitcoin will come back up, but probably not as quickly as it did last time. So, there are more and more regulations being announced every single day. And with the Bitcoin price as high as it is right now, and that's another thing I try to get people away from thinking about just Bitcoin. Think about cryptocurrency as a whole, altcoins, as if you're trading Forex. A lot of people now are asking me, is it better to mine or is it better to trade, that sort of thing. Personal advice right now, do not buy Bitcoin. Whatever you do not buy Bitcoin right now. Sell it if you have it. Hold on to it until you see it dropping. If you want to, I sold mine already. I'm not trying to steal off. Grab Ether. Grab ALTCOINS, because they will go up when Bitcoin drops. Now, in terms, like I said, we gotta wait for SegWit 2X to finish up. We gotta see what happens with Bitcoin. And that's when you can really come into a consensus on whether you want to buy into Bitcoin specifically. Trading, in terms of cryptocurrency, is a great way to make money. You follow the right coins, you follow market trends, and you have to be on top of it. It's not something you can half-assly do. I have all the white papers for all the biggest altcoins, lying around my desk, read through and through, highlighted, marked, dog-eared, whatever. Anyways, Ethereum, again, a lot of people get caught up. Alright, it's Bitcoin and then it's Ethereum. But it's not just that. Currencies like Zcash, which I had no faith in, a couple months back. But lately, mining-wise, it's Zcash and Ethereum that I'm mining. They're getting me the most profits, so I can't complain for now. I was really optimistic about Monero, but I haven't enjoyed any mining experiences on it. I find the payouts are just crappy, and the coin really isn't going anywhere of itself. Alright, now on to altcoins. Ethereum is solid as an investment. Wait till it dips to about $280 US to buy. Don't buy it at 300. On top of that, these past couple of months, I've kind of been profiting off the ups and downs of 3 altcoins majorly. And those are NEO, ARC, and Omisigo. And the trade symbols are NEO for NEO, ARK for ARC, and Omisigo has the coolest one, it's OMG. Now, these are all the next generation. They're expanding on blockchain technologies, on smart contracts. And they are definitely something to watch. After that, though, something I bought on the pre-sale, I believe the ICO is coming on up soon, XRONOS. XRONOS. It is by Natural Synthetics, and it is revolutionary. What XRONOS proposes to do is to tie a global average wage, which will take into account an aggregation and mean wage based on hours worked, and pay for the participating countries. Now, obviously, this won't be Zimbabwe. It'll be countries like England, Australia, Canada, US, France, etc. They're going to tie that in with a cryptocurrency collection basket, as they call it, and that will take into account just the entire crypto landscape. And the one part I don't like, but needs to happen, is the FDR, and those are special deposit reserves for the IMF in case of world catastrophe. And as much as I want cryptocurrency to be separated from government oversight, this is what it needs to be legitimate. So I urge you guys to check out XRONOS.SPACE. Coolest URL ever, straight up. They should be paying me for this publicity, but XRONOS, that's XRONOS.SPACE. I might just put a link in the bottom of the video. Now, with all that being said, there was a lot of talk, and there still is, about IOTA and the Tangle, if you've ever heard of that. Now, what the Tangle proposes is completely different from blockchain technologies, which are being utilized by pretty much every conventional cryptocurrency out there. Or unconventional, as they want to call it. They all use blockchain. IOTA uses the Tangle, and to explain the Tangle is another video in itself, but it's a completely different system. I would have loved for IOTA to take off, but with XRONOS, with the amount of different altcoins based on blockchain, I think it's going to be snubbed out. Still, it's not all that expensive. I would invest a few bucks in it. I have some IOTA, and I'm holding on to it. Now, whether you mine or trade, you need to get, first of all, wallets and exchanges. Alright, so whether you mine or trade cryptocurrency, it will go into a wallet. In terms of exchanges, I advise that you stay the hell away from Poloniex. It looks like another Mt. Gox. In the coming I try to shy away from BitConnects as well, but I use it sometimes out of necessity. But the one to go with, in my opinion, is Bittrex. And whatever you do, don't go with GDAX. That's tied to Coinbase. It's the same company, and I don't trust them at all. So these exchanges will have wallets on them. You can create wallets on the exchange, but that's not very safe. In my next video, I'll walk you through wallets, hot storage, cold storage, the difference, how to keep your cryptocurrency safe purchase it. And after that, we'll discuss exchanges, probably in the same video. And then we will get into mining and rigs, should you so be interested. That's all for now. Sharky Shark out.